sports enthusiasts and fanatics. Grab your popcorn because it's eNCA Drive O'Clock. I'm your host, Nqobile Madlala. First up, Thathiah Calderon is part of two all-female teams competing in the World Endurance Championships. The Colombian has been racing since the age of 9 and is currently a test driver for the Alfa Romeo Racing Formula One team. Justin Ford chats to her from Japan as she prepares for the season ahead.
Colombian-born Thathiah Calderon has been involved with motorsport from a very young age. We find her in Japan, where she is getting ready to test for the upcoming season. Thathiah, thank you very much for joining us.
Hi, Justin. A pleasure to be with you today. Thanks for sharing my story. And honestly, I started when I was 9 years old back in Colombia. My sister took me. We bought a 5-minute ticket and I fall in love with the speed, with the adrenaline, and obviously my passion for this sport grows every day. I have driven a Formula One car. I'm currently, like you said, in Japan, ready to go testing for Super Formula, which is one of the cars that are the closest to Formula One, and I'm really excited for this season.
At a young age, your mom potentially tried to talk you out of getting involved in motorsport. You are in motorsport, so she clearly changed her mind.
Yeah, I think she can't lie. Of course, I think my mom would have loved for me to do something else, like maybe play tennis. She knew that was what I really wanted to do, and she's been so lucky to have them support me. I wouldn't be here without them, and my sister, who's also responsible for me starting in motorsport, but she's now taking care of me. She's managing me.
Juan Pablo Montoya is from Colombia as well. Do you find him as being one of your inspirations, along with maybe one or two others?
I grew up watching Juan Pablo Montoya racing Formula One, and I got that inspiration, of course, from him. I mean, like, my passion started on its own, let's say, but of course you always look up. I would be competing against Montoya, for example, this year in the WEC Championship, so it's gonna be a great experience for me as well.
Do you find that the overall paddock or the fraternity of motorsport has become more open to female participation in the sport?
Absolutely. I think, every year you feel that we are taking more seriously. You see more females in all areas of motorsport, mechanics, engineers, team principals, drivers even. So I think it's all growing in the right direction, and I'm also part of the FIA Women in Motorsport Commission. and we have been really working hard on making sure that the next generation has great inspiration and great opportunities available for them. So I think we're moving in the right direction, but like everything, it takes a little bit of time and a big push from everybody to make a change.
Yeah, was he close enough to challenge Calderon into the hairpin? Certainly thought about it. He couldn't quite draw alongside the Colombian, but instead, Thathiah Calderon uses a little bit of a curvy exit.
You achieved many firsts in your career. The first karting champion in either Colombia or the United States, as well as the British F3 International Series. What was that experience like and that feeling like, knowing that you were the first to have done that?
Well, I've always been very competitive, and I always wanted to be treated like just another driver. But of course, I'm very proud of what I have achieved, and I hope that through my story, more and more girls can get inspired, because this sport has given me so much, and I truly believe that this is one of the only sports where we can compete in equal terms.
You are also the test driver for the Alfa Romeo Formula One team. Are you looking to potentially be that first female in Formula One?
Yes, that's the ultimate goal. My dream has always been to become a full-time Formula One driver. I'm very thankful with the Alfa Romeo Racing Orlen F1 team, because they have believed in me. They gave me my first taste of Formula One, and it's to be linked with such a team. For any driver, it's a privilege. So I have learned a lot, developed a lot as a driver, being a test driver for them. But of course, I want to make the next step, and that's why I'm also here in Japan in the Super Formula. I think that's the best preparation you can get for when the opportunity comes.
You talk about the Super Formula, but you will also be involved with the World Endurance Championship, the WEC. There you will be part of the Richard Milne all-female team. There's also another team, so it makes it two all-female teams competing in the WEC.
Well, it's another dream come true to race in the highest level of endurance racing for the Richard Mille Racing team, with another two female drivers, to really show that what we can do. It's one of the most competitive championships where I will be competing with Juan Pablo Montoya, with ex-Formula One drivers. So the level is going to be extremely high. There's nowhere to hide, let's say. So we are all very excited to start the season, to also on top of that compete again in the 24 hours of Le Mans. And of course, we want to compete to win. So of course, it's going to be a learning season, but we hope that we can achieve great results together.
What would your message be to those young girls that are potentially looking at motorsport as a career option?
I think you should always follow your passion, follow your heart. And I think with determination, hard work, and to be hungry to every day try to be better, to improve yourself, you can achieve anything. There are no limits. I can assure you that. So keep dreaming and working hard.
Thathiah, thank you very much for your time. All the way out in Tokyo, Japan, as you get ready for the Super Formula testing out at Suzuka.